Oh, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Harpoon Design Season 14 unloads at the first road course of the season, Sonoma, for 50 laps. They will be having a stage here tonight. However, there will not be a caution thrown for the stage. They will just race out the race, and the admins will take care of the points after the fact. However, it's still stage points up for grabs, and glad everybody out there tuning in here tonight. Looks like we've already got a pretty good turnout in chat. Looks like 12 people out there, 5 of you liking it so far, but we're going to go ahead and dive down into it. And it looks like very, very hot conditions out there at 114 degrees. Dealing with some wind out there too, anywhere between 5 and 10 mile an hour. It looks like 7 right now. 72-degree air temp, and it's 114, and it looks like that temp just keeps going up. 50 laps here tonight, 99.5 miles. Now, they do have tire limits, but I don't think they're really going to, per se, come into play due to the fact that it's just going to take one pit stop for these guys. They cannot even make it on fuel, so they will have to come down for sure. They'll probably split it 25, 26 laps and then go the rest of the distance. Fuel is 75%. Pit road, 45 miles an hour, so when they do come down pit road, they will have to contend with a slow pit road speed. Pace speed, we will only see it at the start of the race, unless they pile it up into turn number 1, which let's hope they don't. But if they do, the caution will be thrown, and we'll just rack it up and do it all over again. But pace speed is 60 miles an hour. Getting down here to the point standings coming in too this afternoon. And stage here tonight will be would be white at 15, checkered at 16, but and it will be that way without the caution. So when they hit the line, taking lap 16 is when the top 5 will receive their bonus points for the stage. But coming in too tonight, though, Kyle Heath, who is in that second spot in the point standings, is our defending winner here at Sonoma. So that is one driver to look out for on winning here and going back to back here at Sonoma. So I would definitely watch Kyle Heath. Mark Whitley is another driver I would definitely watch. He is actually the quickest in practice right now. But point standings wise, Gary Slapinski in the top spot at 445. Kyle Heath in second, 436. He's only 9 back behind Gary. Mark Whitley in third at 431, 14 behind the leader and 5 behind Kyle. Chris Paff in fourth at 408, 37 behind the leader and 23 behind Mark. Brandon Sheets up 2 spots, cracking the top 5 and 5th at 364. 81 behind the leader and 44 behind Chris. Phillip Bridgman in 6th, 354, 91 behind the leader and 10 behind Brandon. Hunter Hayward is down 2 spots into 7th at 332, 113 back behind the leader and 22 behind Bridgman. Robbie Darnell in 8th at 331, 114 back behind the leader and 1 behind Hayward. Jason Adams in 9th, 321, 124 behind the leader and 10 behind Darnell. Robbie Stewart in 10th at 290, 155 behind the leader and 31 behind Adams. Jeff Gilmore in 11th at 288, 157 behind the leader, 2 behind Stewart. Keith Hurlbutt up 3 spots, cracking the top 12 and 12 at 272, 173 behind the leader and 16 behind Gilmore. Brandon Hartwell down a spot into 13th at 250, 195 behind the leader and 22 behind Hurlbutt. Brian Huntley Jr. down a spot into 14th at 249. 196 behind the leader and 1 behind Hartwell. Larry Blair down a spot, still at the top 15 in 15th, 247, 198 behind the leader and 2 behind Huntley Jr. And Zach Duchier up 5 spots, cracking the top 16 and 16th at 238, 207 behind the leader and 9 behind Blair. So it is relatively close between the drivers out here tonight. The biggest gap is, from looking at it here, of the drivers ahead of one another would be Brandon Sheets behind Chris Paff at 44. But with stage points, and depending on where you finish, we'll definitely close that gap. So we'll see if Brandon can close the gap even more on Chris Paff here tonight. Looking at the scoreboard here, or the timing screen, Brandon Sheets is actually ahead of Chris in practice. But it looks like, not by much though, 0.023. So still pretty close there, 5th and 6th respectively. But coming down to 2 minutes to go here, folks, we're going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran last, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is underway. We're just waiting on the first times to roll in. Mark Gomez, that's Mark Koshik, we call him Gomez. Hunter Hayward, Cal Heath, Keith Hurlbut, Isaiah Sutherland. Yeah, Isaiah's back out in action here tonight, so nice to see the number 1 out here. Zach Duchier, Robbie Stewart, Mark Whitley, Philip Bridgman, Eric Jensen, Chris Paff, Gary Slapinski, Brandon Sheets. Right now, all the drivers that is on the track. We are, just like I said, waiting on the first times to roll in. Only 5 minutes to qualify, so they are going to have to get out there and get their 2 laps in quickly. And I do see Kelly out there, Brendan Kennedy and Chad. How are both of y'all doing? Mark Whitley up into 3rd, Kyle in 2nd. Time's rolling in now. Hunter Hayward, as of right now, though, with the top spot. They might only get 1 lap in here. It looks like Hunter Hayward. Oh, Kyle sliding. Chris Paff going up into P2. So they may only get 1 lap from the looks of it. Isaiah Sutherland he is going to go into that 4th position. So, yeah, it looks like 1 lap qualifying. Already down to a minute and a half here tonight. Wow. The qualifying is going to go by pretty quickly. Like I was saying before, Cal Heath, the defending winner here at Sonoma, already has 1 win on the season back at Dover, April the 30th. Mark Whitley has 3 posts, 3 wins. Richmond, Phoenix, and Pocono last week. Gary Slapinski, 3 poles, 2 wins. Auto Club in Kansas. Kind of a little recap for everybody out there. Under a minute to go. Right now, Hunter Hayward up in the top. 21 of you tuning in here tonight. Wow, now we can get that like button up here, folks. 8 likes already. We haven't even got things going. Of course, the same rules apply here tonight. No fast repairs, so they get damaged. They'll either have to park it or get it fixed. As we see Robbie Stewart coming down pit road. 30 seconds to go. Gary Slapinski in the 78 out there on the track. I do not see Brantley Roden yet out in chat. Looks like Eric Jensen at the exit of pit road. And Gary Slapinski is just going to have enough time to get across the stripe here with about 7 seconds to spare with a minute 19:685 from the looks of it. And that is going to be it. Hunter Hayward driving the pole out here tonight. Let's see here if we can get Hunter down here to have a talk to him. Hunter Hayward, buddy, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, you're going to grab the pole out here tonight for Sonoma, the first of 2 road courses, man. How you liking the track? It looks very, very hot outside. So is it slick any at all?
Oh, most definitely. I feel like every corner definitely you can easily spin out at. So it's definitely a track that you have to be really careful in every single corner. I feel pretty good. I mean, in practice, it was pretty hot, and I kind of adapted to the track pretty quickly. But I really like Sonoma. It's really technical. It's a really fast track. All of these guys around me are really fast as well. So I'm really looking forward to racing against these guys. I'm surprised I even put down a lap that fast. I didn't even run a lap that fast in practice. So I'm glad to be up front. Hopefully we can keep the nose clean, keep the car up front, and hopefully we'll have a good race today. I know it's a long 50 laps, so I'm looking forward to all of it.
Yeah, no stages. Well, there is stages, but there's no yellows. So you still got the stage points still that you have to get. So, you know, top 5, we'll still receive those from what I understand. So, you know, that's kind of a call Robbie made prior to the race. So, you know, still got to get those stage points. Still got to keep up that momentum. So everything's still in play. It's just a little bit of change of, you know, no cautions, basically.
Yes, sir, and I definitely think that's a big adaptation compared to at least the other races, because we've had a caution at least once every single race because of the stage. In this race, we won't get any, so we got to make sure we don't make any mistakes today. We got to keep everything clean. Hopefully everybody else around me stays clean as well. So it's going to be a long 50 laps, but it'll be a quick 50 laps. So hopefully we don't make any mistakes, and hopefully I'll be talking to you after this race.
All right, we'll find out. Yep, 50 laps to do it, buddy. Hunter, congratulations on the pole here tonight. We'll see what you can do in 50 laps, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Hunter Hayward there grabbing the pole, and I've already got the MaxspeedTV starting grid up here. Chris Paff is going to start on the outside of him in second. Kyle Heath, our defending winner, here in third. Isaiah fourth. Zach Duchier fifth. Mark Whitley in sixth. Brandon Sheets seventh. Gomez in eighth. Robbie Stewart ninth, and Phillip Bridgman in 10th. Gary Slapinski in 11th. His time did not count. Paul Buzz Cohen in 12th, Jared Daniels 13th, Jason Adams 14th, Robbie Darnell in 15th, Eric Jensen 16th, Christopher Campbell 17th, David Cassidy in 18th, Larry Blair 19th, and Keith Hurlbutt in 20th. So we got 20 drivers out here tonight. Not a bad turnout for Sonoma. In turns here at Sonoma, you can just see as they come through the snake, as I like to call it. Looks like a big snake, or the S's. Looks like a big old snake out there. Now that pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road here in just a second. A big shout out to everybody that is tuning in here tonight. Should be a quick race. We do have a time on it of about 2.5 hours, but it will not take that. Pace car is off to the safety of pit road. Hunter Hayward going to be on the inside, outside. Kind of confusing, but he's on the inside line here in the dock fit. 48-22 to the outside. Coming to the green here tonight for the first time. And here we go, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're road course racing here tonight. Everybody coming up the hill. You got to be careful here at the start of the race. Like everybody so far has made it up the hill just fine. One driver did not start. Buzz did not start here tonight. As they start to get single file, trying to figure out where they want to be. We've already got a good side-by-side battle back here between Mark Whitley and Zach Duchier. Looks like Mark is going to overtake him. Zach going to try to cross over here. I am not even going to try and count the turns. I'll just say they're going around the turn here. There's 10 of them, so we ain't even gonna go there. Ooh, Gary Slapinski, Gomez, and Jared Daniels right here. Old Mark, I think, had to kind of brake a little bit not to get into the back of Gary. He did a very fine job of that. Right now, everybody's still on track. Feels a good thing. And coming around for the first time here tonight, going to be Hunter Hayward grabbing the first lap, 1 lap down, and 49 more to go. Tara, how you doing out there? Got a couple of moderators out in chat here tonight, so everybody be good. Got Tara, we got Brendan, we got Kelly. If Brendan don't get you, I'm sure the girls will. Tara or Kelly. Make them get mad. Look, Kyle Heath right there in third. So everybody, it looks like, pretty much right where they're at when we started. Now Mark did move up a spot. Back a spot. So everybody's still pretty much right where, oh, do we have a, oh, we had a car back here off track, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like everybody's A-okay. It looks like Larry Blair is going to go back to 19th here. Christopher Campbell in 18th. Oh no, we got Isaiah Sutherland and Mark Whitley going around, and Brandon Sheets involved in this. Oh no, let's kind of rewind this here. We'll definitely have time to see what happened to Isaiah Sutherland and Mark Whitley here. And then Brandon Sheets was just kind of caught up in that there at the tail end. This is that last corner here, and it is a hairpin. You've got to be very careful around this corner. Looks like Isaiah did blink out, and then he come back, and then right there, I don't know if the 77 knew he was there or not. And then coming around the corners, the 2, and he's going to get a piece of it. So there could have been a little bit of net coating there between Mark and Isaiah with that. But first incident, now everybody it looks like did recover. Isaiah did fall back to 7th. Brandon did move up into 6th. Mark up to 5th. Everybody did recover. Oh, Robbie Darnell off the track here, as well as it looks like Christopher Campbell is on pit road. So we do have a couple of drivers that have a little bit of spinneroonies already. You're all right. Chris has got company with Kyle Heath right there on his tail. Ooh, looks like Robbie Stewart off the track here as well. Oh, not good. Track temp starting to bite a few of them, it looks like. And I have issues myself on the road courses, and I was just talking to the guys earlier. The road courses ain't easy to drive. All the shifting you have to do, the braking, you know, and getting back on the gas, you know, at a certain point without spinning it. It's a handful. See, Jason Adams also just looks like coming back after maybe spinning in or getting onto the grass. Man. But right now, Hunter Hayward in control. He is our pole sitter. I definitely would be watching several other drivers, though, folks. I mean, just because we're only 5 laps into it doesn't mean anybody else back here can't win it. Right now, though, Hunter Hayward looking pretty. Looking like he is hitting his marks, slowing down when he has to, backing up his corners. I would definitely keep an eye on that back end, though. Oh no, Robbie Stewart is coming down pit lane here in that number 3 machine. Looks like he might be having some vehicular issues here. Now, they do not get a reset, so they will just have to come down pit road. Get back here to Kyle Heath and Chris Paff, and I want to go on to Kyle Heath here. We're going to go cockpit with Kyle as he is battling with the 22. We're going to get a lap here with our defending winner here, the Nima Redesigns 13 of Kyle Heath. So everybody don't mind me picking him. I mean, I just think it's right because he is the defending winner. And, you know, gotta always go with the defending winner on a track like Sonoma or, you know, a road course in general. Boy, he is putting that pressure on that Sundrop 22 for sure. But Kyle is hitting his marks very well. Using those alligators to kind of help turn that car. And you see a lot of drivers do that. It looks like he is doing just that as well. Don't want to hit him too hard, though, because if you do, well, I'm sure we'll probably catch it here tonight at some point. But you hit them too hard or the wrong way, and you're going to loop it. There he is, Brantley Road out there. Harpoon Design himself in chat. And whoa, Kyle Heath doing some dirt tracking around Sonoma. Good save there by Kyle. Coming through this last corner, the hairpin. Man, wheeling and dealing on that car. Man, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if Brantley is out there spotting for anybody. I don't know if you really can spot at a road course, to be honest with you, because they're so far spread out. I mean, can you even spot at a road course? What do you tell the driver, like the 77? Oh, that car behind you is 3 minutes back, or 10 minutes back, or 3 seconds back. Well, how do you do that? Yeah, I can imagine. I've seen some pretty interesting road course races, and I've seen some pretty monotonous road course races. And, we got a good battle back here. The 24, Jason Adams, Eric Jensen, Larry Blair, Robbie Darnell. We're gonna have to keep an eye on back here at the back too. These 4 drivers were very close together. Oh, Jensen. I know we've got a Jensen fan out there somewhere in chat here tonight. Not sure exactly where, but now Christopher Campbell is back out on track here. 60 in the Marlboro 68. Looks alike to his outside, inside, whatever you want to call it. That would be the 50 of Jared Daniels. That was not for position. Christopher just hanging out here, guaranteed a top 20. Robbie Stewart still sitting on pit road. And top 3 kind of broke away a little bit, I would say. Jack is about 3 seconds back behind Kyle. Mark Whitley, about a second, a little over a second. I'd say a Sutherland in the 1 right here in 6th, so he is back a few positions. Brandon Sheets right there in 7th, right where he started. Gomez started 8th, he is in 10th. Watching Mark on Jared Daniels. Ooh, Tara out there mentioning that Hunter lost it. Okay, well, yeah, I was back there checking out everything else, and yeah, Hunter, he is back in the 5th. Yeah, he sure did. Wow. Well, I wish we could have seen that. But yeah, back in the 5th place. Thank you for that, Tara. That's kind of what happens when I didn't even catch it. I had to step away real quick. But yeah, Hunter back into that 5th spot. It's not over. It's not over. Chris Papp did take over the lead, and he is looking to lead his first lap here tonight. Now, I think he will do it in the Sun Drop 22. So first lap for Chris Papp under his belt here tonight. He'll pick up a bonus point for leading a lap. Leading 1 lap, got to pick up those points when you can get them, that's for sure. And Chris did just that. Lap number 10 of 50. Lap 10 of 16. When they hit lap 16 will be the stage. They are up on the Skull Machine of Larry Blair. Larry, the last driver on the lap. And if the 22 does get around him, it'll put him a lap down. I don't think Larry is going to fight him awfully too hard. No, he's going to let that 22 and the 13 both go by and just going to stay right where he's at. Not even worried about the 22 and the 13. So All right, kind of checking through the field. Gary up to 8th from 11th. It looks like Mark Whitley coming around Zach for that P3 spot. So, very quick battle up here. Getting back here, kind of looking at Gary again, where I seen that battle. Like I said, from 11th to 8th, Jared Daniels, 13th to 9th, Gomez still hanging out in 10th. Philip Bridgman back a spot into 11th. David Cassidy, 18th, he is up into 12th. Right now, Chris has got company still with that 13 of Kyle Heath. And down into the hairpin turn again. All the 22's got to do is keep that 13 behind him. And he's doing a very fine job of it. I don't think Kyle's really pushing right now. Then again, I could be wrong. Got around the 50 of Jared Daniels, I believe that was. Check on Hunter again. He is right here. He's got Isaiah right there with him. The Sutherland Used Cars one. Boy, Isaiah trying to get around Hunter. Isaiah putting some pressure on the 48. Keep an eye on Isaiah here. What he can do if he can somehow get around the 48. 48's trying to get back up there toward the front. Man, 42, 43 miles an hour around that hairpin. Golly. And they're going to cross the stripe. Lap 13. 4 laps. Then technically the white. Like I said, they're just going to race it to the end. I am sure. Oh, where Jensen on pit road in the 99. Like he has got some damage on that car here. Unless that is his paint. Can't really tell. Oh, no, that's his paint. Oh, beautiful paint. Oh, that's his paint looking like that. Okay. It looked like from a distance there was damage. And they're going to be, the leaders are going to be coming up on the 44 of Robbie Darnell. That is our leaders. And it looks like Kyle Heath getting around the 22. 44 locking it up into the tires as everybody gets around. Kyle Heath, first lap led here tonight. He'll pick up a bonus point, getting around the 22 of Chris Papp. So our defending winner up front for the first time here tonight. Still a long way to go. The next driver that would go a lap down would be the 24, Jason Adams, who is right up ahead of Kyle. And Keith Hurlbutt right there as well. Like Jason not going to fight off Kyle. There's Mark Whitley making his presence known. He is coming up on the 24 now. He got around Chris as well. So Mark Whitley up to P2. still having to deal with a few lap cars. As we are going to come around and hit lap number 15, this time by one more lap to go for Kyle Heath for the stage. So technically, white flag in the air right now. Do not have a checkered flag. I would go ahead and do it myself for the stage, but I'll go ahead, whoever wins the stage, I'll just pop it up. Kind of go through our stage winners, or stage winner in our top 5. Ow? Ow what? Oh. I know you did say Hunter lost it. That I don't know how, if that's what you was talking about. I didn't see it. Oh, coming around the hairpin turn, Kyle Heath is going to try to get the stage here, and it looks like he will, but they're going to continue racing. So Kyle Heath grabbing the stage here tonight. Mark Whitley in second. Chris Path in third. Zach in fourth, and Hunter Hayward will be in that 5th spot. So that is our stage top 5. So congratulations to the top 5 for the stage. Now they're going to go probably about another 10 laps. And whoa, Keith Hurlbutt into the grass here. Trying to get it going without losing it again. Well, you just see how hard it is in the grass. Oh, slipping and sliding there on those slicks. Does get it back out onto the track. And drivers on the lead lap. Gomez, the last driver on the lead lap. Cassidy, Bridgman, Adams, Darnell, Hurlbutt, Blair, Jensen. Larry Blair would be the last driver, 1 lap down. Jensen, 2 laps down. Campbell, 5. Robbie Stewart, 7. Still on pit road. Not entirely sure why he is still on pit road, but watching Chris here, battling Zach Duchier. When we get back to actual racing next week, I mean, yeah, don't get, whoa, oh, Gomez went around into the grass. He's going to go a lap down. He's going to lose some positions here. No, he's not. He's just going to go a lap down. Oh, he did lose 1. There's David Cassidy that just got around. Gomez still trying to get back out on the track. As Phillip comes around, Adams comes around, and Gomez is finally back out onto the racing surface. And Hunter Hayward and Isaiah, these two right there together. Good battle between them two. Robbie again in the grass. Man, we've been seeing that quite a bit. Trying to get back out onto the track without getting into anybody. Goes the 77. Man, oh man, a lot of drivers. 9 drivers on the lead lap. Jared Daniels right there in 9th now. Started 13, so he's cracked the top 10. Alright, locking up some brakes there. Seen the smoke come out of the rear end. Tires probably starting to show a lot of wear. As the 22 comes around the 99 of Eric Jensen. We're still here. Kyle coming up on the 73 again of Larry Blair. It's going to put Larry another lap down. We're going to have several drivers, several laps down here tonight. Once you go a lap down, very difficult. Even with a caution, very difficult to get the lap back because you're so spread out. Coming here in about 6 laps, be at the halfway mark here. Ooh, Gomez. Another moment for Gomez. Jared Daniels in the Black Rifle 50. Where's Kyle? Kyle is coming around the hairpin now. Jared Daniels is, yeah, going up the hill. So we've got a ways before Kyle gets up there to him. Mark Whitley trying to get up to Kyle. Is about a 1.5 seconds back. Oh, Mark. We'll lose. Potential battle here between Zach, Chris, Isaiah, and Hunter. I'll definitely be watching 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Pretty close together here. Isaiah, ooh, man. Zach blinking out a little bit there. Isaiah to the inside through the hairpin of the 22. 22 not going to fight him. Just lets Isaiah go around him. So Isaiah up to 4th, right where he started. And Chris back into 5th. Chris has led a couple of laps, 4 to be exact. Mark still has not led a lap yet. Kyle has led 8. Hunter Hayward has led 8. Seventeen of you tuning in here tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in here at Sonoma for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Harpoon Design Season 14 Round 12, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. 9 likes out there here tonight, 1 shy from 10. 17 of you tuning in. I think we were up to like 22, 23 here earlier. But again, thank you everybody. We are missing a few drivers out here tonight. That's one thing about road courses is some drivers do not show up. And of course others have plans, but others, you know, some of them don't show up. So it's good, usually good points tonight for everybody, and definitely going to be good points tonight for some. As I'm seeing, looking at Brandon Sheets here, looking at the point standings. Brandon coming into tonight only 44 ahead of Philip Bridgman. Right now, Philip back in 14th. So, you know, that'll be definitely a good points night for Brandon. Everything can hold on for Brandon. Right there in 7th after starting 7th. So he got a good qualifying spot. Kyle coming up on the 5 of Phillip. Put Phillip another lap down. Not gonna fight him or Mark Whitley, but Mark is only now down to about 8/10 of a second behind him. They should be coming down pit road here within the next couple of laps. Now the question though will be, when do they come down? They cannot make it all the way. Will Kyle and Mark come down together? Will Kyle come in first? Will Mark come in first? Will somebody back here come in first? If they pitted now, they would definitely be able to make it on fuel. Tires would be shot, but they would definitely be able to make it. But I do not see really. Oh, here's our first driver down pit road, Hunter Hayward, coming down. Oh, we've got another one down pit road too. Let's see, who is that? That is the 5 of Philip Bridgman, also down pit road. So Hunter Hayward gonna be the first driver that's on the lead lap down pit road. So a little bit of I don't know if I would say a gamble, but electing to go a different strategy. 27 laps left, 26 next time by. But we are pretty much about the halfway here. Gary Slapinski. Oh, it looks like Gary even popped the wall here too at some point, or popped somebody. Looks like he might have hit a tree, small tree out there. Got some damage there on the front end of that car. Oh man, yeah, heavy damage. Oh, Gary is down pit road here, and here comes, nope. Kyle Heath, Mark Whitley. Isaiah's not coming. Zach. Here comes Chris Paff in the 22 down pit road, so he's going to go ahead and make his one and only pit stop here. So we do have some drivers. I would expect when Kyle comes down, I expect Mark to come down right behind him. You don't really want to let the leader get out too far ahead, or they could be playing games with one another. Be kind of funny. All right, Mark, I'd be like pitting this time if Kyle bites on it. If he bites, if I'm Mark, I'm staying out. That's just something I would do. Yeah. Play the game. Let's see here if they come down pit road. Nope. They're not coming down. Chris Paff. Ooh, Chris having a moment there. Chris did pit, so he's already having a moment. Hunter Hayward pitted. Fresh tires, folks, man, they can bite you. They can help you, but they can definitely bite you, too. Jared Daniels sliding into his pit box here, so he is going to make his pit stop. Larry Blair, well, he looped it. Like Jared Daniels is taking his car behind the wall. Looks like he is done. Oh, we've lost our first driver out here tonight. Jared, man, you can't hold on for another 25 laps, man. Oh, 13. Kyle hopping that alligator, and boy, it upset that car for a moment. I thought Mark Whitley was going to be able to get around him, and somehow Kyle recovered, and he kept the lead. Wow. Man, that's the defending winner for you, buddy, right there, Kyle Heath. I told you, that's the guy, one of the guys to watch out here. Oh, Phillip. Oh, Phillip Bridgman. He almost took out Kyle Heath. Whoa. That was close. Now, that did allow Mark Whitley to get around Kyle, but that could have been ugly. Mark Whitley is going to lead his first lap. Mark has Phillip to thank for that one. I don't think Phillip did that on purpose. I think he was trying to come down pit road, locked it up because he's got damage, hit the wall, and then bounced out. And then, of course, Kyle and Mark was just right there. So, but that could have been bad for not only Kyle, but for Mark as well. Mark was right there with Kyle. All right, 10 likes, and Mark Whitley down pit road, Kyle Heath down pit road, Isaiah down pit road. It looks like Zach is coming down as well. So Hunter Hayward got a ways to go, but he's back here in 5th. Isaiah sliding into his pit box. Kyle Heath with right sides on. Left side's going on for the 13. Here comes the 77. There goes the 13. 77 did beat him out. Zach Duchier taking his car behind the wall. Or, no he didn't. There he is. He's back. Oh, I thought he did. Boy, he blinked out again. I thought he disappeared. He is back. All right. Looks like everybody except for Jason Adams, David Cassidy, and Keith Hurlbutt have all pitted. These three still have yet to come down. Ooh, 77 getting loose. That is, boy, Kyle all over the 77. Literally. We're going to continue to watch the 77 and the 13. Kind of making it interesting up front here. I'll work here. Whoa, 13. Oh, Kyle Heath. Oh, man, dirt tracking it. He is up into the grass and into those tires, I guess you could call it. He's going to lose some time now to Mark Whitley, and 13 is going to have some heavy damage on that car. Mark now 6 seconds ahead of Kyle. Isaiah has closed the gap to Kyle down to 1.5 and closing. Oh, man. Kyle is just, oh, and he is coming down pit road. He might have burned his stuff up here. Isaiah didn't get around him. So, Kyle back down pit road at 30, 40 miles an hour. Oh, man. Now that is going to allow Hunter Hayward. He is going to get back out, or be back out there, and back up to third. Zach Duchier up to fourth. Al Heath on pit road. Brandon Sheets would be the next in line to make the pass over the 5, or over the 13 for 5th. I'll get it right in a minute. 78 of Gary Slapansky and 7. 7 drivers on the lead lap. That is all we've got here, folks. 1 lap down, Jason Adams, David Cassidy, and Gomez. That rounds out the top 10. 2 laps down, Keith Hurlbutt, Robbie Darnell. That's the only 2 laps down. Larry Blair, Eric Jensen, 3 laps down. Chris Paff, 4 laps down on pit road here. And Kyle Heath is still on pit road. And it looks like he is going to get back out on track. Yeah, I think he just burnt his tires up. He's going to have to get back out there because Mark Whitley is coming. And he would pass up Gary. He'd have to get around Gary first to put him a lap down, and then get around Kyle to put him a lap down. On the 29. And 20 laps to go. Oh, 22 around. Chris. Heath was off track and hit the wall. Yeah, I seen him hit the wall the first time, and then the second time he dirt tracked it. I seen that one. As Mark Whitley comes around the 33 of Gomez. Well, that's going to put Jason and David, the only 2 drivers, a lap down. I would say these guys need a caution, but we're not going to have one. Whitley right now in control. Of course, Whitley coming off being last week at Pocono. Already got 3. He's got 3 wins on the season, 3 poles. He's looking to grab his 4th win. Of course, next week, Nashville Super Speedway, 150 laps, 200 miles. Chris Paff not gonna fight Isaiah, just gonna let him go by. Right now, as it sets, Mark Whitley can hold on and hit his marks. He would be able to hold off Isaiah. And of course, if Isaiah can do the same thing, he would be second and Hunter third. But I don't think Hunter's done here, folks. I mean, he's 7 seconds back behind Isaiah. I mean, slightest mistake from Isaiah or Mark, Hunter will be right there. And Zach Duchier's not too far back behind Hunter, only 1.6 seconds. So even if Hunter messes up, Zach's going to be right there. So we still have a potential fight on the racing surface here at Sonoma. It is not over by any means. That 7-second lead that, like I say, Mark's got can be gone in a matter of a turn. I say it, man, these guys coming out of that last corner there before this hairpin, whatnot, turn 9. Yeah, ooh. 17 laps to go, folks. Well, Brantley Road, what we need to do is get you down here and get to racing with these guys, and, you know, you can show old Mark Whitley up, man. And you do a lot of spotting, so you should know how to race. We get Tara out here. She'll show these boys up. Tara, Ellie. We'll even try to figure out a way to get Brad Delph, who is not here tonight. The family, doing some family stuff, but we'll get his wife, Olivia, out here. We'll let the females show the guys up out on track. We can do that. I think we can do that. And I've talked to Robbie, and girls show these guys what's up. I've called one race like that where it was the wives or girlfriends or fiancés of the drivers, and it went pretty well, actually. Well, Mark Whitley is down to 6 seconds from Isaiah. So Isaiah, he chews up the time a little bit, and then he loses some. So 16 to go. He's going to have to do it in 16 laps. I don't think anybody's saving anything, though. You got to go. So, no cautions here. We will be done with this race roughly in about 19 and a half minutes. Yeah, that quick. One of the reasons why I like doing road courses, another reason why I don't is, well, you know, the separation that does happen. But and again, you know, the battles, it looks like, oh, I think Gomez down to about 33 miles an hour. I didn't know exactly what, but it looks like the 33 of Gomez does have some nose damage there. Oh, yeah, he does, for sure. He's looking like Gary's car. And Ford Mustang looked like he hit a small tree out there as well. And then right up ahead of them, see, here's Gary. So we got Twinkie cars out there here tonight. We got Gary hitting a tree. We got Gomez. Oh, Gomez hit the tires as well here as we come back on him. He's trying to get that car spun around, but he's got traffic coming around, and he definitely don't want to hit him. We got a couple of drivers taking down some trees out there here tonight. And we've got a driver coming down pit road. Who is that? Let me see if I can find out who that is. That is Eric Jensen in the 99. Well, Mark Whitley, 6 seconds ahead of Sutherland. Nice to, like I said, nice to see him back out here. We won't see him too often, but it's always good to have the one back out on the track. Sutherland Used Cars, located in Northwest Tennessee. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, I believe they sell new ones. hit up Isaiah, and he can hit up his family there. It's a family dealership. No, he did not pay me to say that either. Just I'm so used to him saying it, I kind of got it memorized. Mark Willie, though, showing what Mark does. Kyle Heath, 5.5 seconds and close. Well, it's 6 seconds now behind Brandon Sheets. And oh, the 68. Oh, Christopher Campbell in the Marlboro car. Off the track. Mowing some grass here. Man. Oh, boy, that was close. Well, 13 to go, folks. Winding it down here. Another Harpoon design car there. The number 2, Brandon Sheets. Several of them. Brandon through the hairpin here. Man, Sonoma. Not an easy track. Let's go ahead and take a look here at that track temp. It's only 100 degrees, so it's still a little warm out there. Not as warm as what it was, though. 114 at the start of the race, or earlier in practice. It has dwindled down to 100. Still dealing with some wind out there, though. 7-mile-an-hour winds. Brantley out there, just seen your comment. Don't want you out on track. Hey, man, come on. Wait, it won't be that bad. Can't be any worse than me. That's for sure. As Mark Willie is going to come around the 99, Eric is just going to let him go by. Not going to fight the 77 too awfully hard. Now Isaiah's cut it down to about 5.6, 5.7 seconds, 6 seconds. Somewhere around in that ballpark neighborhood. Now Heath, last driver on the lead lap. I don't know who that is behind me. You see, that is the 5 of Philip Bridgman, who is 14 laps down. Started 10th and 18th right now, but definitely going to pick up a few points. He just went into 17th as he got around Jared Daniels. Not enough laps here, even if Robbie was to come out. Not enough laps for Robbie to pick up that 18th spot. Well, 11 laps to go, and he's 14 laps behind Jared, so not going to be able to get that spot. We got some hearts out there here tonight. Not sure exactly who all that is, but thank you for that. Still 17 of you tuning in, though. Tara. Me, of course. And Mark gonna hit the stripe. We are at 10 laps to go. Isaiah still trying to get up there, but man, it's gonna be tough. Just keeping an eye out on everybody. I'm not seeing really anything going on that I need to really keep my eye on. Maybe keep an eye on the drivers from locking up the brakes or spinning it, but really that would be about it. Everybody kind of spread out. I mean, not really a whole lot going on. Mark Whitley gonna come around the hairpin again, and he's gonna take it 9 to go here. With that being said, the other road course here for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, well, that won't be here until August 13th. We've got a couple of months before we get to that one. I like that one better than I like this one. Watkins Glen, that's actually my brother's favorite road course. So Watkins Glen for 41 laps, 100.5 miles. So that is the second road course, and that is all of the road courses, and those are both in the regular season. So they won't have to contend with them in the chase. All they've got to contend with is the end races in the chase. We're Nashville next week, Daytona night race, July the 2nd, July the 9th at Atlanta, the 08 version. In New Hampshire, July 16th. We go back to Pocono, July the 23rd. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 2009 version. To finish out July, that is the upcoming schedule. Mark down to 7 to go. Isaiah down to about 5 seconds. Man, he is trying. Golly, he's trying. Just don't think there is enough laps left, though, to get up there. Heath about 1.1 second behind Brandon Sheets. That would be for 5th. Both of these drivers are on the lead lap. So that would be for that 5th spot. Like the 68 of Christopher Campbell down pit road here. David Cassidy is on pit road. He's been on pit road for over 2 minutes. We get back on Brandon Sheets and Kyle Heath here, because that is a battle. Something happened to the 33 of Gomez again. Right, what does Kyle have for Brandon? Ooh, coming to the hairpin. Kyle's gonna go to the inside. Brandon very wide on the outside. Brandon not gonna fight him. Kyle moves up to 5th. Brandon back to 6th, but still a position ahead of where he started. Kyle, oh man, I think a top 5. Only a top 5 is gonna be right where Kyle goes. He's 47 seconds behind Zach Duchier, so not enough laps, definitely, for Kyle to catch up to Zach, unless Zach majorly screws up. But Zach's been good, hitting his marks. back, blinking out. Gonna have to get off of him. Hunter Hayward, our pole setter. Probably gonna get a third here. I say probably because we still have 6 to go. So anything definitely can happen. Isaiah gonna try to hang on for a second. Possibly hope Mark messes up. That would be Mark Whitley. Got 2 marks, so I gotta kind of keep them separate. Isaiah, though, he's trying. Probably just burnt the rubber off that machine. 5 to go, folks. Brandon Sheet letting the 77 go by. Kyle back to 6th. Ooh, yeah. Well, I mean, I start talking about them. Stuff happens, so you know, Brantley, it happens. It's not my fault. They listen while they race. And I've told them time and time again, don't listen to me. But, you know, they do it anyway. So, whoa, Mark Whitley, boy, he hit that alligator hard. Man, I thought for a second Mark Whitley was going to go around, but, man, I don't know how he does it. All right, 4 to go. 9:11 Eastern, 8:11 Central. Yeah. Early. And that'll put it at 3 to go for Mark Whitley, who will come away regardless of what happens to the 77. He will come away with the most laps led here. Right now, sitting at 22. It'll be, when everything's said and done, if he stays out front, 25. And I'm sure, Brantley, you're out there telling me to shut up. I don't think Mark listens, though. I think he actually races and then goes back and watches it. So I don't have anything to worry about with Mark. Sheets fired in between Mark Whitley and Isaiah, but Brandon 1 lap down. Zach on the lead lap still in 4th. 4 drivers on the lead lap. Yes, it is. That is exactly how the jinx works. Coming up on Hunter. Oh, 2 to go. We're going to have to see here if old Zach can squeak by Hunter Hayward for the podium finish for 3rd. Not really worried about Mark and Isaiah right now. Right now, we're going to be watching the 21 and 48. I know Kelly's out there. Nice recovery, though, from the 48. All right, 12 likes, 19 watching. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button. Road courses, not my cup of tea, but we are down to 1 to go here tonight. All they got to do is get around 10 more turns, and we'll give it a little bit of time for, of course, everybody to cross the stripe. But Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, Hunter Hayward, right now our top 3. Zach Duchier right there with the 48. Potential podium finish, but man, me, if I was Zach, I would be content with a 4th. I mean, just at a road course itself, I don't think Zach, he might try to get up there and get around the 48, but I think Zach, if he can't do it, I don't think he'll press the issue. I think he'll just kind of wait and see what the 48 does. But Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, looks like that'll be the 1-2 punch right there, as Mark Whitley is going to be coming around the hairpin for the final time here tonight. Checkered flag in the air. Mark Whitley will come away 25 laps led and win Sonoma for round number 12. The Harpoon Design Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Isaiah P2. Hunter Hayward will get that P3 spot. Yes, he will. P3 for Hunter Hayward. Zach Duchier, awesome job. P4. Brandon Sheets looks like we'll finish in that 5th spot. But our podium, Mark Whitley, Isaiah Sutherland, and a Hunter Hayward. Hang tight, folks. We're going to get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight, and let's go ahead and get down here to our winner. Let me find the bottom winner here and get that 77 of Mark Whitley up here real quick. Mark, buddy, got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, man, well, road course racing. What can you say, man? We did technically have a stage, but there was no yellow, and man, it seemed like, I don't know how good you are at a road course. It looked like it was a handful out there with you guys. I mean, people were slipping and sliding everywhere, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a handful. Especially, I didn't realize there was only 1 lap of qualifying, so I kind of threw away my first lap. I made one mistake in my, all right, I'll get it on the second lap, and didn't realize it until I finished the second lap that only 1 lap counted, and I was like, well. So it was just about trying to, get through the field as much as possible. Don't want to get any incidents, get any issues, and we were doing pretty good with it. And I don't know, I was catching Isaiah there the first part of the race, and all of a sudden going through the S's, he started blinking really bad, and I was like, well, that's not good. And we went down into 12, and he just was gone, like completely disappeared. So I just kind of ran my normal line, and all of a sudden he blinked back in and like swiped my nose, and it turned me sideways. I'm not sure what happened with him, but it was just he blinked at the wrong time, and he blinked back into existence in our car, and he was right there. And thankfully, it didn't really hurt the car too much. It just put us back a little bit and had to run down the leaders again. And I think Hunter had some issues. I'm not sure what happened there. I just saw he was off track at one point, and after that, it was just kind of being cautiously aggressive, trying to run as hard as I could without overdriving it. I didn't want to run off the track like Hunter had, or I didn't want to put us in a bad situation since we weren't having any caution. So slowly, just kind of picked our way through, and eventually got up there to Kyle, and we were battling tooth and nail. And some lap car kind of helped me out a little bit, not unintentionally, with about wrecked in front of both of us, and I was able to get around him, and he followed me into the pits. And I don't know what it is. I almost wish I'd have kept the old tires on it, because those first 3 or 4 laps, it felt like they had put ice underneath the tires. It was terrible, and I about looped it getting into the S's, and he about ran me over, but there wasn't really nowhere for him to go, and I was just trying to keep it going straight. And I don't know if it was that same lap or the next lap, we were coming out of the S's, that last right-hander, and it looked like he just went straight. I don't know if he hit the grass or what, but it looked like he just went dead straight and killed the left side tire barrier. So I knew at that point it was just about taking it easy and just conserving a little bit, and just run my own race, be consistent, don't have to push it too hard. And I could tell just by the lap times Isaiah must have been hustling that car around for the last like 15-20 laps, because he was putting in some burners. And there was a couple times where I was like, all right, I kind of want a little bit bigger of a lead, so I kind of tried to match him a little bit, and was able to get, I think, a 16.0 or something, but I think he put on a 15 or something. But he was coming like a bat out of hell, and then just ran out of time. And thankfully, the lap cars, they weren't really an issue. I'll either got out of the way, or I just caught him in a good spot. So worked out. My left knee's a little sore right now from all the braking, and so might need to get some ice on that. But glad to come out here and get 2 wins in a row after a bad Charlotte.
Yeah, 2 wins in a row. That makes it your 4th win on the season. So, Mark, I wouldn't say you're dominating again this season, but you're grabbing the wins. There's several drivers out there that's got a couple of wins this season already. And, you already answered my question about the battle there you had with Kyle and then that lap car. I don't know kind of what happened there. I think it was the 5 maybe. I think he was trying to come down pit road and might have got on the brakes too hard or whatever. Something happened, and
it looked like he might have got his left sides in the dirt over there.
It could have been. It definitely could have been. However, it could have been bad though for the both of you, because if Kyle wasn't able to dodge him and would have hit him, you probably would have been right in the middle of that, because there was no way you could have gone around. So,
yeah.
Good thing that nobody hit anybody, but still, nevertheless, that could have been horrible.
Yeah, I know. And trying to avoid that, what happened, I missed my braking point completely going into the hairpin, and I about bended in there by myself. And then Kyle got back under me, but I got a good run off the top side. So it was a eventful couple laps. And until Kyle, honestly, I'm not sure if he hit a bump wrong, or I'm not really sure what happened. I just looked in my mirror and he was off into the tire barrier, so I'm not sure what happened. But after that, it was just kind of like most of the pressure was off. It was just the only pressure left was just my pressure on myself, just to make sure I stayed on track and ran pretty consistent competitive laps, and just bring it home.
And that's what you did, man, back into victory lane. Well, next week we go to the Nashville Super Speedway. Really don't know if I consider that a super speedway or not, but 150 laps, 200 miles, man, back to actual racing. So, how do you feel about Nashville SS? And, man, what do you expect going into that race?
Well, I kind of like the track. I've gotten a pretty good handle on how to run that. It just seems like I have a lot of bad luck there. So, hopefully we can turn that around. Maybe get a top 5, or even try to get a 3 in a row win. I haven't done that in a while. So, mainly next week, I just want to finish the race, because I feels like Nashville Super Speedway, I won a couple races a couple years ago, but ever since then I've been running up front and then get in a wreck or have something happen on pit road. So hopefully we can just finish next week and it'd be uneventful and maybe top 10, top 5, and I'll be happy with it. Just trying to get some bad juju out of that for that place for us.
Oh yeah, you got to get that bad juju out of the way, and don't listen to the broadcast while while you're racing. So
Yeah, I'll let Brentley do that.
yeah, exactly. I know he's in chat giving me a hard time as he always does. So, well, Mark, awesome job out here tonight, man. Awesome win. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate. And of course, like I say, get ready for Nashville SS, man.
I just huge shout out Brantley Harpoon Design over there. He does awesome paint jobs. He also spots for me. He did a double duty for me and Gary tonight. I know he does not like these road course spotting because he says it's boring. So glad he still stuck around with us and helped us out through the race. And shout out to my family tuning in these broadcaster races. I appreciate it. Always means a lot to me whenever they tune in and take time out of their busy schedules to watch me race virtual race cars around a virtual track. And it's always a fun time when they get in on the action. And another huge shout out to the league. These road courses, especially this one in particular, is not very easy. It is a very difficult, very technical track. And honestly, I mean, I didn't. I mean, I'm used to coming here in some other leagues, and there's cars all over the place, and it's like a minefield. But out here, I mean, everybody was driving great.
Yeah.
You caught them. If you were faster, nobody really tried to, force the issue and try to like overdrive it. And it felt like it was a lot of respectful racing out there, and it was pretty good. And shout out for them. A lot of pretty good car count for a road course. I know a lot of people just don't like driving out these things. So, kudos to everybody for showing up and racing hard. And hopefully next week we can go out there and have an even bigger field and put on a good show at Nashville.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm sure the.
Wish we were going to the other Nashville track, but that's another thing.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if that one's on the schedule. I'll have to take a look at it after the broadcast tonight and see if that one's actually there. But I don't know if it is. But anyway, man, awesome job, awesome win out here tonight, man. Go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, man.
Yep. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, the seller on used cars. Oh, Isaiah, back in action with the guys here tonight. Isaiah, awesome job out there, man. P2 finish, not too shabby. I know you do other, races still on the iRacing platform, but man, how was it coming out here and racing back with the guys again? But most importantly, man, how was your race here tonight, and how in the world did you keep it on the track?
Yeah, I first and foremost love coming back and running with these guys. They're an awesome group of guys. This is always going to be my home league no matter what. I like road course racing, and I figured this would be the best time to come back and race with them, cut some chops, see what I can do with them. So it was pretty good. I did not like the track on fresh tires. I actually hated fresh tires. Once I got about 8 to 10 laps on them, I felt like a rocket ship after that. But the race started off good, except on lap 2 or 3, I think I blinked because my internet or something, who knows. And when I reappeared, I got hooked there by Mark Whitley. I believe it was accidental, especially since I blinked right in front of him. At the time, I was angry, but I'm pretty sure that's what the reasoning was behind it. So I think I fell back to 7th and I drove as hard as I could. And I know my teammate Kyle had some bad luck there, so I was able to make a couple of passes and then pass him and get in 2nd. And I was surprised that I was able to cut that time off of Whitley. I've never driven a car at a road course as hard in my life. I felt like I was going to spin out every single second, but I just told myself I was going to wreck it or try to win. So I knocked a good almost 4 seconds off. Yep. Maybe if I had 2 to 3 more laps, I could have done something. But good win to Whitley. The race was fun, especially on old tires, and I really enjoyed my time out here.
Well, it's always good to have you out here. Representing, of course, Sim Racing Unleashed, yourself, and your family, and the seller and used cars. We miss seeing that out here on track. I know you'll come back when you can, of course, but we talk about road course racing, and it's not easy. And you guys started practice tonight, 114, 115 degree track temp. When we get into the race, what was there a difference in the track temp? Was it slick? Was it tight? What was it from your perspective?
Yeah, it was awfully slick. I actually did a terrible call. I think I was a 2nd off of my practice time in qualifying. The track warmed up from 100, I think it was 108 degrees, all the way up to like 115 when we qualified. and I just wasn't prepared for it. So the back tires were spinning, the front tires weren't hooking, and I was just it was everywhere. But the one thing it did help is like I said, once you got about 8 to 10 laps on your tires, at least in my case, it really balanced the car out. And oddly enough, if you could keep the car straight, you could push it harder once you had some wear on the tires. But yeah, the attitude of the track got really nasty, especially on that fresh rubber, those fresh tires. It just hated it. So I had to back it down on the first 5 to 8 laps. Once the pressures on the tires started coming up, I was able to push it a little bit harder. But it made it definitely interesting where it was loose and tight in certain areas. So you really had to be on top of it and really concentrate.
I don't know how y'all do it on road courses. I really don't, dude. I'd blow the first corner every single time.
I don't either.
Oh man, I don't know. I can't do them. I know they say seat time. Okay, well that's fine, but the amount of shifting that y'all have to do, the brake bias that y'all have to continuously adjust as the tires wear down. It's hard enough broadcasting.
Yeah, the shifting definitely is a handful because the shifting and the braking actually goes hand in hand. Uh, Depending on when you're braking and downshifting, it really helps slow your car up. So if you make one mistake on that, you could bust into a wall like super easy. So there's actually a handful of times where I missed my shift, uh, and I fixed it right away, but it just threw the whole car off. It took me about half a lap to get back up to speed. So shifting and braking points that was very technical.
Y'all handle it well. I just don't know how y'all do it. But Isaiah, awesome job here, P2 tonight. We do go to Nashville Super Speedway next week. As always, I don't know if we're going to see you next week or not. But if we do, how do you feel about that track?
Yeah, I mean it's a race by race basis. I might show up, might not. It just depends on what I got scheduled for the day. But I do like Nashville. I used to hate it, but the first time we raced there in this league, I won. So it's actually grown on me, and I quite like it. It is also a very technical, weird track. It feels like you're going 30 mph faster than what you should be. Uh, it's almost like a super speedway that races like a short track in a way. I don't know. It's a really weird one, and it's very tight too. It's a very tight track, but it's a lot of fun. And if I do show up, I really feel like I've got a good chance of bringing home the W.
Well, got some momentum going into it if you do show up. So awesome job out here tonight. Again, man, final thought, shout outs, thanks you want to give. I know you at least got one, and that's on the car. So go ahead, Isaiah.
Oh yeah, always gotta give thanks to the good Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Gotta give thanks to my parents that tune in and watch the races all the time, and my family, they tune in and watch. My lovely girlfriend, who's actually sitting beside me, she's my cheerleader and cheers me up throughout the races. So that's quite unique, and I enjoy that. So shout out to her and all my friends that tune in and watch. Got to thank my sponsors on the car, Sutherland Used Cars, located in Northwest Tennessee. It's my uncle's car lot. You can look them up on Facebook and check out what cars they have to offer there, and possibly come down here if you're ever in the area and take a look at one. That is Union City, Tennessee. Also, I've got Virtual Academy on my car. You can sign up for police officer training if you are active duty or retired. And all you do is you just go to subscriptions.virtualacademy.com/sign up. And always got to give a big thanks to you guys at MaxspeedTV. Josh, you do a wonderful job broadcasting, and you're a good friend to us all. We all enjoy you, my man.
I'd appreciate it, Isaiah. And those kind of words out there, man, always means a lot. And I know road courses are a little bit, difficult to broadcast, but I try to get the action when I can. Ovals are a little bit easier. So,
Oh yeah.
Isaiah, yeah, awesome job out here tonight, P2, buddy. And hopefully we'll see you next week, man. Go celebrate P2 here tonight.
Yeah, man. Also, shout out to my teammates at BFR Motorsports. So we'll catch you later, Josh.
All righty, yeah, can't forget those.
Oh no, they're the good ones right there.
All righty, buddy. We'll see you.
I'll see you, brother.
All right. Well, that is Isaiah. We're going to go down to our P3 finisher here tonight. Nice recovery, though, by Hunter Hayward here, our pole sitter. Hunter, man, we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Grab the pole out here tonight, man. Started off, you led the first 8 laps, and then, I don't know what happened. I kind of missed it, unfortunately. Let's kind of talk about it, man. Did you just burn the tires up? What happened there?
No, not at all. It was definitely just a time where I kind of ran out of talent. I was going into turn 1 a little too hard. I didn't slow down enough, so by the time I was shifting down to the gears, my back end just kicked out on me, and it slid all the way up to the hill. I was definitely unfortunate. We definitely had a chance to win that race today, but sometimes you make mistakes, and you got to learn from it. So I'm definitely grateful that we were able to make the recovery today from that spin. And we also had a spin off of pit road right after we got our next set of tires. But, I mean, P3 is incredible today for 2 huge mistakes, so I'm definitely really, really happy that we were able to drive it back up here today. But Sonoma is definitely my favorite road course on the Cup Series schedule, so I really, really enjoy this track. Just wish we had a better result.
Yeah, I mean, it is upsetting, especially from where you started. But hey, you can complain, but hey, third is not bad at all. Dude, I would have probably finished in 25th, even though we only had 19 out on the track. So, yeah, I'm that bad. So, but let's kind of talk about too. The stages. We did have the stage still, but there was no yellow. So, y'all knew y'all could not go on fuel. Talk about the tires before y'all made that pit stop. Well, how were the tires? Were they better on the longer run, old tires, or the newer tires?
So believe it or not, it was actually towards the end of the run where the tires really started to kick in. There wasn't much tire wear as you'd think there is. I mean, obviously there was still tire wear, but those first couple of laps on the cold tires, it really liked to slide. You couldn't enter the corners as hard. You couldn't exit as hard. But by the time you were getting closer to the end of the run, I know Isaiah ran a 16.0, or maybe Whitley, one of them ran a 16.0 towards the end of the race. So it was definitely towards the end of the run where the tires were really starting to get much faster. So the tires by the end of it were definitely sliding. You had to back up your entries a little bit into the corners. However, I don't think I had much trouble with the tires. I just need to learn how to enter corners a little bit better.
No, I'm showing you was mentioning the times here, and I believe it was Mark Whitley with a 1:16.092. So, yeah, very, very quick lap there. And, you can run the fastest lap, but that doesn't mean you're going to be the fastest driver. We had to look like a lot of fast drivers. You, Mark, Isaiah, Kyle. Gary was even fast, and it looks like several had some moments out there too. It was really anybody's race.
Absolutely. And all these guys, everyone in the top 5, 6, 7, were all really incredible. They're all really talented. So any mistake, they'll definitely pounce on. And you really have to mind your P's and Q's every single race. It doesn't matter what track we're at. All of these guys that are consistently finishing the top 5 are going to be great at every single track. So I'm really grateful to learn around these guys and drive around them every single week, because every week I'm around them is another week I can get better. So these guys are really good. I know I'm much better at road courses than the performance we showed today, but I'm still really grateful for P3. I'm grateful for a really good recovery we had today. Just wish we had a better result. But overall, I mean, road course racing is really fun. And like you mentioned, we still have another on the schedule, so I'm hoping we can get a better result out of that one. But overall, I mean, we had a good day. Started on the pole, we got stage points, and we finished in the top 3. So I'm pretty happy with that, Josh.
Yeah, I think I would be too. Well, next up on the schedule is going to be not a road course. And I wouldn't even consider it a super speedway, but that's what it's named. Nashville Super Speedway for round 13 next week, bud. How do you feel about Nashville? I think it's next week, the 25th. Oh, no, we're off next week.
Yeah, we have a break.
We get a week break. Sorry about that, folks. So it'll be in 2 weeks, the 25th. How do you feel about Nashville?
Yeah, so we'll have the 18th off. So I hope everybody out here watching has a great Father's Day to all the fathers out there, or mothers who are being fathers as well. So, yeah, we'll have the 25th. We go to Nashville. Last time we were actually at Nashville for SRU, I won it. So I'm looking forward to going to Nashville. It's a really fun track. Low downforce package, so you definitely have to mind your P's and Q's there. It's like a flatter, more longer Dover, which I enjoy because it's a concrete surface. But I'm looking forward to Nashville. I'm really quick there, but I know everyone around me in the top 5, top 7 every week is also really quick. So I'm looking forward to learning and getting faster, and hopefully we can get a win next week.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, man, hey, we've still got plenty of racing in the regular season to go, man. So, awesome job out here tonight. You do already have a win on the season all the way back at Las Vegas. So, you already got the win out of the way. But, it's always good to go try to get another one for sure. But, yeah, Nashville going to be, I think, going to be an awesome race. We're going to be back to stages, caution with the stage and everything. So, man, go celebrate your third here tonight. Nice recovery again, man. Final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud.
Yeah, thank you to everybody over here at SRU, all my teammates, Dave Bush. Big shout-out to Dave. I hope he's doing all right. Everybody over here at SRU, I race with every single week. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Josh, everyone at MSTV for putting out a great show, great broadcast every single week. Big shout out for everybody next Father's Day. Hope you guys have a great Father's Day next weekend. Shout out to my family, everyone out there watching. I love all y'all. And yes, sir, we'll see you next week.
Alrighty, Hunter, we'll go celebrate third here tonight. We'll see you next, 2 weeks, not next week.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
You too. All right, well, that is Hunter Hayward there, P3. Our winner here tonight is going to be the 77 of Mark Whitley. And, of course, spend some time interviewing the drivers here since we had a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and get down here to the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do. But Mark Whitley going to grab the win out here tonight. I'd say coming back racing with the guys. He is going to finish in that P2 spot. Hunter Hayward, who we just talked to, in third. Zach Duchier, 4th. Brandon Sheets, 5th. Kyle Heath, 6th. Gary Slapinski, 7th. Jason Adams in 8th. Gomez, 9th. And Keith Hurlbutt in 10th. Robbie Darnell in 11th. Chris Paff in 12th. Larry Blair, 13th. Eric Jensen, 14th. David Cassidy, 15th. Christopher Campbell, 16th. Philip Bridgman, 17th. Jerry Daniels, 18th. Robbie Stewart, 19th. And Paul Buzz Cohen did not start here tonight. But again, our winner here tonight, Mark Whitley. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. 12 likes out here. Of course, next week, Father's Day. I totally forgot about that. So we will be off next Sunday. But the 25th, Nashville Super Speedway. You don't want to miss it. 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central, right here on MaxspeedTV. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.